Good morning, everybody. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. Welcome to Tuesday.
Yeah, we're knocking them down one day.
Well, this is actually my last day of the week.
Oh, it is. That's right.
Yes, because I will go eastward to see my family. You and Elias will be here the rest of the week, but I will be watching from the web.
Okay.
So I will not forget about you while I'm gone.
Don't watch too much. Make sure you get some relaxation.
Oh, trust me, I will. And you know, I said it yesterday, it's Father's Day weekend, so you know, we have a great show today that's really going to give you some great ideas for your dads as far as clothing and some good sweet treats that are also healthy and a lot of other great information. But I haven't even bought my dad's Father's Day gifts. I'm thinking when I go home, you know, it's New York. I'll find some good places to shop, I have a feeling. So
right. I know my dad's request is a fedora hat.
A fedora hat? Really? What made him want that? Was there any inspiration?
Our show. My dad watches. He loves New Mexico Style.
Nice.
So he always watches from home in South Carolina. And when we had the hat show, he was like, I want a fedora hat.
Perfect.
Find me a fedora hat.
Well, now you know where to go.
Yeah.
Perfect. And if you live in Albuquerque or you're planning a visit and you want to know what's hot or what's not, well, there will actually soon be an app for that.
Yeah, this is really neat. Mayor R.J. Berry has developed a new contest to create the best apps for the city. A panel of judges will determine the winner, and those folks will share $30,000. For all the details, visit our sister station's website, KRQE.com, and click on the news links tab there.
That's great.
Good idea.
Great idea. Yeah, and a convenient idea as well. You know, they're coming up with apps for everything. I swear, I have so many on my phone, but the truth of the matter is I really don't use many of them. I think I just go to Facebook and my messages.
Okay, so I came up with an idea for an app. I don't know if it's
what is it?
So, but it probably is in the works or something. So if you have this song, you're playing it, you know, and you're feeling really good, and you're not going down the road. I was thinking going down the road, but not going down the road.
No.
So you're listening to the music, and then what if you want to text that song immediately to your friend or something, so that way they can hear and kind of feel the vibe that you're feeling.
I like that.
At the same time.
Like, oh, guess what song is on right now?
I don't know. That might already be out there. That's my idea.
That's a great idea. We'll look into that and we'll let the viewers know. I just heard about an app that I didn't know about. Where I don't remember what it's called. I'll try to find out and tell you to tell everybody. But it's something where you can find out exactly, like if there's a song, you put your phone up to the radio. I think it's only on.
Oh, Shazam.
Is that what it is? You put it up to the radio and it tells
you. Shazam.
No.
This has been around.
The iPhone thing, right?
This has been around. It's been around.
I'm antiquated. I'm very antiquated.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not antiquated though when it comes to favorite trends, okay? And one of our favorite trendy hotspots is actually the Hotel Andaluz, and we want to remind you that Wednesday is the last day to register to win a staycation at Hotel Andaluz and Nob Hill Bar and Grill.
Yeah, viewers can win a Centennial Summerfest staycation courtesy of Casa, KRQE, and Gala Chevrolet. Register to win at Gala Chevrolet, Lomas, and University.
I'm so embarrassed.
Info right there.
I'm so embarrassed that I didn't know about Shazam.
I can't believe Shazam was like one of the first apps I got.
I think it's because you have an iPhone. I guess it's an iPhone thing, because to finish the thought, for those of you as behind the times as I am, it just basically tells you who's playing, who the artist is and what the song is, so you know the title, so now you can get it on your own iPad or whatever. Anyway, let's check in with somebody who's very hip and hot. Our KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez with this morning's headlines. Did you know about Shazam too?
No.
Okay, good.
I feel pretty ridiculous, actually.
Thank you.
I have an Android. I don't know if that matters. Is Shazam thing, is that only like an iPhone thing?
It's an iPhone thing, so we don't have
that's
iPhones.
why. I'm more of an Android type of girl.
Me too. Okay, good.
So there you go. Good morning, ladies. Good morning to you at home. We are going to talk about the fire threat attacking New Mexico. This morning, firefighters are back at it in the Sacramento Mountains near Ruidoso, and crews could get some big help from a big plane. A DC-10 could be dropping flame retardant on the fire to help slow it down. Calmer winds yesterday helped firefighters get a better handle on the eastern flank of the fire that is near Fort Stanton. It is now 30% contained. Meanwhile, the southwest side of the fire near Ski Apache was hit hard from the air, dropping loads of water. There's also work being done by hand. Crews have been digging fire lines. Firefighters are trying to secure a critical area east of Eagle Lakes and west of Ski Apache. So far, they say it's been working.
With the winds laying down, we're able to get air resources in there, cool that fire off. We came back in there with hand crews and dozers to kind of contain that fire. So right now the fire spread is stopped. We'll go back in there tomorrow and work on containment.
The state is actually asking all evacuees to conserve water if and when they return home, and anyone else in the area. The state says that the fire may have actually damaged electrical wires and facilities that are used to producing drinking water, and they're actually worried about water outages if the stored water supply runs out. The Environment Department is also testing the water supply in the areas nearby the fire to make sure that it hasn't been contaminated. We can only hope it has not. And this morning, we now know Governor Susana Martinez plans to declare a state of emergency. She is now back in Ruidoso. She will be meeting with fire officials to discuss the status of the blaze. The governor met with concerned residents yesterday. She says the state of emergency status will help to free up more state funding for the firefight. And today there are a number of community meetings going on. Two are set for Ruidoso High School at 4:30 this afternoon and at 7 o'clock. Again, open to the public. There will also be a meeting tonight at 7 at the fairgrounds in Capitan and one at 6 p.m. at the Inn of the Mountain Guards Resort. All right. In other news this morning, patients at a big Albuquerque hospital are saying someone is stealing their stuff from their wallets and they think it might be an inside job. Albuquerque police is now investigating after getting reports that more than a half a dozen patients at Loveless Downtown Hospital were missing their IDs and credit cards. A woman says that it all started when the patient in the bed next to her started complaining about her medicine.
She was itching real bad from her medicine, and the tech came in to get her some lotion, I guess, and she was rummaging through her stuff, and I assumed she was looking for the lotion, but about an hour later, security came in.
Now, that patient in the bed claims that her credit cards were gone. When security came in, the woman who spoke to us tells us she checked her own purse and says that she discovered her ID and debit cards were missing. Albuquerque police are investigating a hospital technician. No charges have been filed as of yet. Loveless Hospital would only say that they are cooperating with police. We'll keep you posted. And police say tire thieves are hitting up Albuquerque streets. Heads up on this, there have been 150 reports of thieves targeting stranded cars so far this year. So police decided to bring out the bait car on Saturday. They set it up alongside I-25 near Rio Bravo. 2 hours later, they had 2 men under arrest, those 2 men that you just saw. Detectives say the men actually admitted to at least 4 other tire thefts. A warning for parents this morning about a website investigators say you should know about. It's called Meet.com, and it used to be called MyYearbook.com. It's supposed to connect people who like the same kind of things, but investigators say it's a virtual hotspot for child predators. In fact, it's so bad that the Attorney General's office has gotten more complaints about it than Facebook and MySpace combined.
56% of the cyber tips we received last year were from My Yearbook, Meet Me, Now Meet Me. 56% is pretty high.
A spokesperson for the website says it has ways to prevent kids from getting taken advantage of, but just like any other website, there's really no way to truly know how old the people who are using it are. All the more reason why you should just keep a close eye on the kiddos. And that does it for your Tuesday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me on KRQE News 13 every weekday morning beginning at 4:30 a.m. Ladies, sending it back to you.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Okay, so Brian, our producer, just informed me that Blackberries, Androids, and iPhones all can access Shazam.
You just have to get great.
So that now we're in the
to show you how I'm just so out of the loop.
Let me tell you, you learned a lot on New Mexico style. Don't let it fool you.
I know. I need to start keeping more notes up here.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Have a good day.
And we came up with a title for the app that I came up with.
Yeah.
It's called Share
a music moment.
Share a music moment. That's it.
I love
and then
that.
you can do it live with each other, and then it's over. It's gone.
Over. And then you shared the moment. I like that. Now, this is really important. This is something that people really across the nation are talking about the wildfires burning across our state. And that's forcing people and pets from their homes. And now animal shelters in these areas are taking in evacuated pets and making room for more by asking the community to foster the pets.
Right. Last year, the Santa Fe Animal Shelter stepped in when more than 12,000 people were forced to leave their homes because of the Las Conchas fire outside of Los Alamos. And now this year, the shelter is asking for foster parents to take care of pups and kittens in its care, so it'll be ready in case there's a massive fire in the northern part of the state.
Look at those faces. Meanwhile, with the Little Bear fire down south, the fairgrounds in Lincoln County is taking care of large animals, and shelters in the Ruidoso area are taking in the dogs and cats. So we want to let you know that for more information on how you can become a foster parent, all you need to do is visit our sister station's website, KRQE.com. calm, and you can help the animals. You know, you don't think about that sometimes when we're dealing with all these fires. It is really affecting those pets, so really important we take care of them as well.
Absolutely. Well, a New Mexico soldier is receiving an award that honors strength and durability for U.S. soldiers.
Yes, Army Staff Sergeant Jeremy Jackson received the prestigious Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year award. News 13's David Romero has more on this very distinctive honor.
4 grueling days of competition, going up against 10 of the best non-commissioned officers. Staff Sergeant Jeremy Jackson is the best warrior and the 3rd Army U.S. Arson Soldier of the Year for 2012.
Staff Sergeant Jackson demonstrated that he is disciplined, physical and mentally tough, trained and proficient in his warrior tasks and drills, and that he exhibits the spirit of the warrior ethos.
The award ceremony took place last Friday at Camp Arfajan in Kuwait. That's where Jackson is currently serving to help keep the peace between Israel and Egypt. Jackson sees winning the Soldier of the Year award as a team effort that everyone helped him get.
This award means that all the training that my unit and myself have done have paid off, and all the support I got from my unit and my family have paid off.
But there's no rest for Jackson from here.
To prepare for the next stage, I'm going to continue to train my soldiers. Teaching soldiers the best way to learn how to do a task yourself.
Jackson's next task is training for the next level of the Best Warrior competition this fall. If he wins that, he could be the Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year for the entire Army, and would have an even bigger reason to remember the person who's deep in his heart.
To my wife, Rosie, I just want to say that I love you and I appreciate all your support.
David Romero, KRQE News 13.
And Jackson is set to be in Kuwait through the end of this year.
And of course, a big congratulations to all the honors that our heroes receive. And now I have a question. Do you have a potty mouth?
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm really frustrated if it gets that bad.
If I get that bad, only when I'm in traffic driving behind morons. That's the only time. I love saying that word, morons. I don't know what. I have a problem when I drive. Yeah. But you know what? Here's the deal. You better bite your tongue if you do have a potty mouth, especially if you visit Middleborough, Massachusetts, because get this, you could get slapped with a fine, a money fine. Yes, money.
City leaders there voted to impose a $20 fine for swearing in public. They say this is meant to crack down on cussing in their downtown area and public parks, primarily geared toward the teens there, they say.
Yeah.
Get a little crazy with it.
Yeah, no, you know what? I do think it's actually a great lesson because it will really make people more cognitive of not saying bad words, and it'll make people more aware of what they're saying out loud, especially in public venues. However, on another hand, I feel like, is the government allowed to mandate how we say freedom of speech, you know what I mean? So, I'm a little divided on that, but I do think it's good for the kids for sure.
That could be expensive for some people.
Oh, for some people, yes, it could be very
$100 a sentence.
Can you imagine $100 a sentence? And you know how many sentences we speak a day, especially someone like me who talks this much. Could be a disaster. Anyway, it makes you broke, but it makes you think. In the meantime, how's the weather? I'm flying today. What's going on?
Weather-wise, you might fly over some thunderstorms because you're heading east.